Woo, what a day. I don't know about you, but I have been working diligently on my relationships with realtors, monetarily and with their time. And just like I tell you guys, I told them today, I'm so proud of them because, holy cow, the realtors and the loan officers that survive this next 8, 12 months are going to be the ones that dominate. So, and just a couple things I thought I would share with you that I thought were interesting, that would benefit you, that I took away from today. So first of all, how many of you guys, so it's 200 finance series in the Graduate Realtor Institute is actually investment financing. It teaches you all about all the different numbers you can run to do analysis for real estate investment. So first of all, if you're not invested in real estate, depending on where you are, right, may or may not be a good time. But if you are and you think it's a good time, there are so many different ways you can run the numbers on this. And if you haven't taken that class for yourself, go take it with your favorite local realtor, right? Right? You could have a tag team. You could go with a couple of realtors. If you have one that does buyers and one that does sellers or one that does both, right? You could have 3, you could have 1, you could have 2. But I think it's so important in this time when it is challenging and a little slow, the more you can learn that differentiates yourself from the competition, the more you will stand out, right? If I get on a phone with an investor, there's tons of ways I can help them run an ROI, calculate their cash on cash return, right? We talked about that today with the realtors. They ask really great questions. Some of the questions they asked were, and we just use round numbers, right? If you have $100,000 to invest, yeah, you could maybe buy 1 rental property, depending on where you are in the country, right? Okay. But I saw a great TikTok the other day, which talked about the HUD vouchers that were $1,350, and the average sales price of an investment property was at $100,000. So that's a great return. But if you don't know how that's calculated, how can you educate a client? So anyway, so one of the realtors asked me today, okay, if my client has $100,000 cash, what should they do? And of course my answer was, it's a very personal decision. But I would tell you, it really depends on their comfort level of being leveraged. Because, right, they could buy 1 property for $100,000, just using round numbers. Or they could buy 2 properties with 50% down. Or, minimum, 20% down, they can buy 5 properties. Which client would you like? Right? So the obvious answer is the client that's going to buy 5 properties with 20% down. Now, of course, they would need some money for closing costs, but in this market, they might be able to negotiate that paid for by the seller. So maybe their investment, their $100,000, could really buy them 4 or 5 investment properties at that same price point with 20% down. So single family only, as you guys know, for investment properties, if you do any of those, duplex and triplex, they do require a larger down payment. Okay, so just a couple of things there I wanted to share with you. And again, I can't stress enough, at this time when things are a little slow, right? We all have the tendency to slack off when things are slow. We're human, right? If I'm working, I want to get paid. I get it. And at a marketing opportunity, that's what I'm going to do. And it was interesting because I also talked about, not in the curriculum today, but a couple other things that I did talk about with them are, if you have this skill, like once you graduate and you have your GRI 200 series, what other opportunities are there for you? So for example, if you want to focus on working with investors, now that you have this skill set, right? We had 5 hours today in investing, finance, and then 3 hours in taxes. We were going since 8 a.m. this morning. We just finished at 5:30. Holy cow. So, and what kind of partners would you look for? All right. So we brainstormed that out. And the obvious ones are, where would you get those referrals, right? You can go to your local real estate investment group. You can join it as an LO or a realtor, right? Where you can meet and network there. You can also meet and network with CPAs, financial planners, so CFPs, CPAs, CFPs, Also, there are definitely commercial real estate policies that go over residential homes, right? If you have a blanket policy for a group, a bundle of residential real estate investment property. So, homeowners insurance agents, CPAs, CFPs, who else? So we brainstormed a bunch. Those are like definitely the top ones for sure. And those are great referrals because you as an LO can go and meet those referral partners and then give them to your realtors who specialize in investments just like you. Now, I'm just using investments as an example, but you can do that with any particular specialty, right? One of the things we talked about was the FHA kitty condo loan, right? Again, there's hardly anybody who knows how to do that program, and it's a simple FHA program that's great. So if you don't know what those are, look them up. So again, I just wanted to say, what are you doing? It's 4:20. I'm busy educating my realtors. And again, there's a difference. I've talked about this before. I just want to reiterate it. There's a difference between prospecting, marketing, and sales. So today, what was I doing? I'm teaching realtors finance and taxes. Simultaneously, I'm absolutely prospecting. Like I said, go ahead and take that GRI class with them. Then you'll be a finance expert too. Who cares if you get credit or don't get credit? You think spending 9 hours in one day with 1 or 2 or 3 of your agents shows that you're committed to their success and your growth? Absolutely it does. It's a great way to build trust, build relationships, add value, and when you brainstorm out these referral partners that you guys can go try and network with and find together, again, it just builds that bond stronger and stronger as a referral partner you're going to do business with. So, just want to share that with you today. I hope you guys are doing something fun yourself. I hope you're learning new fun things. And as always, cheers to your success. If you're not prospecting, there's a link below to get in the Facebook group. We're in the middle of our 15-day boot camp prospecting challenge. It's free. You can jump in. That link's below. That's where I'm going next to go for, I think we're on day 11 of our boot camp prospecting challenge. So if you guys aren't already in there, get in there and you can take those lessons for free. As always, cheers to your success.